The Eagles finally find their offense coordinator, Sean Mannion, who's coming over from the Packers, and they also get a passing coordinator, Josh Grizzard, who's coming from the Buccaneers. The bad news, and even if that was good news to start with, it's remained to be seen until the season, honestly. But the really bad news is that Vic Fangio is actually considering retirement. We saw those reports come out a couple weeks ago, and I think we all thought they were fake, and there was a speculation of possibility. But they are real reports, and it is a real possibility, which is not good. In all likelihood, I think right now the most likely outcome is he coaches one more season. But anything can happen, and this could turn into a big flat disaster for the Eagles if this were to happen. I saw that the Eagles had interest in Jonathan Gannon or Kevin Stefanski. If this were to somehow, if Vic Fangio were to end up retiring now, and obviously they let Christian Parker go to be the defensive coordinator for the Cowboys, so I really like to think that Vic Fangio is at least going to coach for one more season, but I'm not too sure. That's all I got really on that, because at this point, I'm going to go out on a limb and say, and more so hope, that Vic Fangio is going to stay for one more season. But I'm just going to give my instant reaction to Sean Mannion and Josh Grizzard. I'm not going to do too much of analysis because there's honestly not much out on them, if I'm being quite serious. So Sean Mannion, he was over with the Packers, the passing game coordinator there with the Packers. He's been under some really good coaches. He's been with Matt LaFleur. He's been under Kevin O'Connell in all different situations of football. Kyle Shanahan, all those guys, Sean McVay. He's been in that kind of tree, in that realm of things. So I'm really hoping that he's learned a lot from those guys. That's the one way to look at this optimistically for the Eagles, that hopefully he's learned a lot with where he's been. Because honestly, if the Eagles hired Sean Mannion 3 weeks ago, I'm pretty sure the city would probably be in flames. But considering that everybody went and signed somewhere else, you look at what could be for the Sixers here, and it just probably seems like the best available candidate. Jim Bob Cooter was also up there, which, don't even get me started. I don't think he's called plays since 2016. But this is another first-time play caller, so things are going to be interesting, but this is not an in-house hire. So, listen, everybody has to start somewhere. The first-time play callers are kind of haunting the Eagles right now just because of what we have with Brian Johnson and with, oh my God, I almost forgot his name for a second, Kevin Patullo. But everybody's a first-time play caller at some point. That's how, coordinators get good. They have to start. So that's how I'm trying to look at this with Sean Mannion, in which maybe this could be a positive thing. Again, he's had a lot more beneficial experience than an in-house hire like Patullo or Brian Johnson has had. So I'm really trying to look at this optimistically. The one way to look at it is Shane Steichen was never supposed to be that good of a coordinator when we promoted him to call plays. And it turned out that he was one of the best things that could have happened for the team the next year and a half. And unfortunately, couldn't get the job done. But, yeah, and on the other side, Josh Grizzard, he was the OC for the Buccaneers. He did used to call plays, and then it just wasn't working out. And he ends up leaving Tampa Bay, which is the bottom line here. So, nothing too much here. I'm not going to break down the Josh Grizzard signing really too much. But I just want to give my initial thoughts on Sean Mannion and Vic Fangio more so. So, again, the way I look at it with Sean Mannion, 3 weeks ago, if we did this hire, there would be a lot of bad stuff going on in the city. But you look at it now and who else is available, and there's just really not much out there, guys. So you got to look at it optimistically. And this could end up working out. It's just more so the fact that it's a first-time play caller that's quite scary to think about for Eagles fans. But I believe he was the best available remaining for the Eagles to possibly sign. So that's how I'm going to look at this, and hopefully it's going to go well. But I just want to break that down for you guys. That's all I got. When more Eagles news comes out, I'll be back for some more Eagles podcasts. But for now, it's mainly Sixers and soon to be Phillies.